This is Robert Roethemeyer, Director of Library and Information Services here at Concordia Theological Seminary in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We're now in early August, about 5 weeks after our last video installment. Behind me, you see the progress that's been made in this wonderful construction weather we've had during July. When we were last together, we saw the beginnings of the structural steel. Behind me today, the structural steel is in place, and the structural corrugated steel is atop it. As the camera pans, you have the whole panorama opening up for you, showing this progress. One of the areas of the building that's beginning to take shape is the plaza looking out over the lake. This zone of the building raises up 42 inches and gives an unobstructed view out over the lake as students are able to sit with light coming in and read and enjoy the study of theology. We have the stairs in place on this side, and we have some footage from just this morning with the stairs being poured on the other side of this platform. We're now standing in the midst of the northern part of the library expansion. In this space, eventually we'll have stacks erected containing books where I'm standing, but along the outer edges of this zone, along the lake shore, we will have many different kinds of soft and hard study seating. As we look at the detail around us, we see that at the base of each of the steel beams, there's been a diamond isolation joint poured. We also see that in the crushed stone on the floor, we have data and electrical jacks that have been put in place. All of this detail is a forerunner to the pouring of the slab on grade that will occur in the next week. No video update of Walther Library Expansion would be complete without a trip down into the mechanical basement. We've seen it emerging through the winter months, and it was covered over when we were together 5 weeks ago. Now it's completely enclosed. The concrete blocks are in place supporting the stairs, and we have all about us the beginnings of the mechanicals for this building. Down below me is the first of 2 large air handling units that will provide the air conditioning and heating throughout the library expansion. Over to my right are the emerging electrical panels and the zones where the air will be brought in from the outside and exhausted to the outside. Behind me, we have a second stairway for emergency exit, and we have the data and telephone room for the whole building. The beautiful part about this space is now that it's covered over with a ceiling, which is a concrete slab above us, it totally disappears. And so we have no impact into the built environment outside of us by this building. We see only the part of the library that we're going to be working and having our being in. We're standing on the connector between the historic Walther Library building and the first lantern of the expansion. This connector unit is at the same elevation as the chapel plaza and the main floor of the existing library, and will allow people to come straight on through into the first lantern, where we now see the concrete block wall that marks the elevator shaft to our left, and straight ahead the 2 walls that mark the spot where the stairway will go down to the lower level of the expansion. Laid out on top of the corrugated steel platform is the wire mesh that will be part of the reinforcing for the concrete flooring that will be poured here in the next couple of days. As we look out beyond the first lantern area, we can see the plaza level of the library and out even to the second lantern building as it rises up above that platform just slightly. We're in the process of installing the Nelson studs across the platform area. The Nelson studs are short metal bolts that are welded into the steel beams, and when the concrete is poured around them, it solidifies the whole structure of the building and gives it tensile strength in the wind and makes it all seem whole. Well, as we come to an end, we are standing on the spot that will be the classroom and retreat center inside of the First Lantern building. We, in the backdrop, have the historic Walther Library and Kramer Chapel, where summer classes continue to wind down with 10 more days now of summer Greek, as we continue our work here to form servants in Jesus Christ, to teach the faithful, reach the lost, and care for all.